All right, everybody, good morning. Welcome to the beautiful ramp here in Cleveland, Ohio. We've got some storms in the area. It looks like at least some rain potentially here. Sorry, I know I didn't really give anybody much of a heads up here. If you were on the Discord, I just tagged everybody and let everybody know that we are going to be going live here this morning. Yeah, guys, we got no time to waste. So it's going to be just a quick one here, Cleveland to Baltimore. And we're going to be, like I said, we're wasting no time. We're getting in and out of here. And yeah, guys, we're back in Boeing today. What's up to everybody on YouTube and Twitch? Join in on the stream. I do multi-stream to both every time we go live, so if you don't like one or the other, exclamation point Twitch in the YouTube chat, you can go check it out over there. So yeah, guys, welcome. Let's hop inside the airplane here. Like I said, we got no time whatsoever. Let's get the battery on. And I believe that's it for right now. There isn't much else I can do until I get the ground power connected, which is in here somewhere. Sim menu, ground support. Here we go. We're getting there. Connect, set. I hope I didn't have to hit done. Okay, nope, there it is right there. Perfect. We'll get some ground power connected and you'll hear the airplane come to life. The beautiful IFLY737MAX naturally comes with the Boris sound pack, so you know that's fire. We'll get some panel brights on. It's dark in here. Emergency exit lights come on. We'll turn those on. Oh, wait, just arm it. Okay, I think it did just arm. Window heats can come on. Probes can stay off. Hydraulics can stay off. All that good stuff. AC can stay off. Cruising at flight level 330 today. We'll get there once we get into the process a little bit here. Performance and payload. Let's see now. I think we'll have to go from here first, right? How do we get... Let's see, we're here on the ground in Cleveland. This is also a little bit of a risk today, guys. Going to, what's it called? Baltimore. I think last time we were in Baltimore, it was like, or I briefly saw it, and it was like okay. So we're gonna see here today, guys. We're gonna see what it looks like here today. What's the current state of Baltimore in the flight sim? Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to stream. Boris, yes, Boris sound pack today, man. Cleveland to Baltimore, we're going to be Southwest 1862, I believe, was the flight number. 1864, sorry, 1864 was the flight number. Let's activate that, execute. And let's see, do we want to file? I don't think I want to file today. We got, like, no time. Like I said, we're hustling through this today. Cleveland, let's see where we want to depart from. SimBrief gave us runway. Pull Navigraph up for you guys. SimBrief gave us runway 24 right. I think 24 right or 24 left. We'll take 24 right. That's fine. Departure runway 24 right on the Kids 1 departure with the Elwood City. That is a VOR that I frequently use for my flight training and frequently use still today. We're not using it for the transition. We're using the Newsom transition today. Arrival into Baltimore. 33 left it wants us on. That's fine. Runway 33 left on the Anthem 5 with the... Sorry, I had to sneeze right there. Also the Newsom transition, so we're going to use both of those there. And then let's take a look at ILS-33 and see what was it. 33 left? Yeah, 33 left. ILS-33 left. We could take it probably from, let's see, on the other side, Janus, or Jans. We'll just load it up from Jans and kind of go from there. So for right now, we're going to put this into, we're going to hit the B key, get the altimeter setting loaded up. We're also going to turn down the brightness of the screens a little bit. I feel like they're a little bit bright, perhaps. So we've got some darkness in the area. That's fine for now. I think that I forget where the ICAST screens are at for that stuff, but oh well. We're not going to really mess with GSX today either. We're just going to kind of run through this. 14,000 feet, our top altitude on the SID. It feels good to be back in a Boeing, though. Back in a 737. We'll see if we still remember how to fly this thing. 24 left, 238, I'm sorry, 24 right we'll be going with. Either way, it's the same. 248 on the heading. Mexican Aviator said, I love the big screens. They are awesome, man. I love the big screens as well. So 238 intercept 182 to Caden. Let's put on the plan phase and step through this real fast. To Caden, Liam, out of below 6,000, which let's get our data online. 6,000 below. Gia, what does it say? Gia, at or above 7, and then Kids, at or above 9, and then we're outbound off the arrival to the southeast. To the to the last fix Newsom, which links up with the Anthem arrival going into Baltimore, which we don't have any really crossing restrictions until we get to Lundy at flight level 290, Kirby in between 240 and 210, Bubby 180, 150, 280 knots, and then we kind of just step our way down the arrival. We'll go over that a little bit more in depth once we get a little bit closer. Which where'd our fixes go there? Oh, I think it's just the vector line. And then we'll get vectored onto the approach and shoot the ILS 3-3 left going into Baltimore. Let's see the weather in Baltimore real fast here. VFR, scattered 2,500, broken at 4,500, so it looks good for us going down there today. Let's, real quickly, geez. Let's get the APU running. Turn the Navigraph off, and then we'll get everything kind of loaded up. Start up the APU. Did you ever play X-Plane? Oh yeah, X-Plane was like my sim before I started streaming and stuff. I feel like right around the time I started streaming is right around the time that I started getting pretty big into Microsoft as well, and then just never really got back into X-Plane. X-Plane 11 in particular. I used to be anti-Microsoft Flight Sim. I was the same way. Mexican Aviator, I was the same way. I believe I do have I believe this is a freeware scenery for Cleveland. Looks pretty good. I don't really know. I did a touch and go at Cleveland one time. X-Plane 12 does look good. I have X-Plane 12. We just never really use it. Should we use it one of these days? APU gen's coming on. We'll get the hydraulics online, and APU bleed can come on there as well, and we can get the packs on for some air conditioning. It's because of this. Is that why it says dual bleed? Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll just leave those on for now because we're about to start up here soon. Flight level 330, 150 on the landing altitude in Baltimore. That works for me. Let's get our fuel pumps on. And then real quickly here, let's just copy all the FMC data here. 24 right, all that stuff. Actually, let's go to the weight and balance real fast. Isn't there import from SimBrief? I'm anti-2024. For now, Limp, I agree. Isn't there? I thought there was a set from SimBrief. Do I have to initialize first, maybe? Let's just see. 116 packs, is that what it wants us with? 132 packs is what it wants us with. 13. I can't, I broke Twitch. What happened? Get off my lawn. That's right. So we'll set that cargo. Let's see. Wants us to have 4.6 on the cargo. This is way too heavy. We've got, let's do like 2,000 and like 2,600 here. So we'll do that. Set the payload. Fuel wise, it wants us to have 11.5, and we'll set the fuel. Let's complete it. Let's copy the FMC. Isn't there a way to auto do this one, or am I tripping? One of you guys out there who flies the Max. Oh shoot, I see this again. Wait, did I? No, okay, it fixed itself. Oh, here we go. 2-4 right. Everything looks good in there. Everything looks good in there. Takeoff flap config 5, I guess. I thought there was an optimum for that too. AC will be on, anti-ice will be off. Let's calculate all that. And 134, 135, 146. Let's go to... Holy crap. No way to auto, you gotta enter all the numbers. Oh, okay. I really thought there was a way to auto do it. Here we go, let's see. Reserves, we'll just put 1. Okay, we'll get back to that. N1 limit. All right, let's see this real fast again here. No derate on the takeoff. 45 degrees on the cell temp. 45 degrees. We'll put that in there. Takeoff flaps 5. CG is that. You hear the auto trim go in the background. 146 on the V2 speed. That Boeing EFB is the only thing I don't like about the Max. Yeah. Yeah, that really is the biggest kind of downfall to it. Let's see if this is still a bug. I think I've updated it recently. Whenever you have the auto throttle on the ground, you can't use the, you can't use the throttle, see? That's so weird. Alright, anyway. Let's go back to the legs page over here, route, takeoff, all that good stuff. We'll leave that over there. And I think just like that, guys, we're pretty much ready for pushback and departure.
This parking is too small
we'll
for
get
your
these
aircraft.
guys doing this. We'll just get ASIG, it's fine. Our EFB is ready. I believe that means we are ready. It's going to be a quick taxi to runway 24 right, just probably Juliet 4, Sierra, and across 24 left to 24 right. That'll probably be what we do.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Get the beacon light on. Yaw Network can stay off for now. Anti-ice can stay off for now. Propeats, all that good stuff can stay off for now. And yeah, we'll just get ready for pushback here. Does it get rid of the chocks on its own here, or do I have to do that too? I always forget. I think for this one, I think I have to do them. Am I wrong?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of the chocks. I'm pretty sure I have to do that on my own, right? I always arm my throttle after I take off. You have to remove them yourself. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, but
Locking gear.
that's, you shouldn't, wait, you arm it after you take off? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, be able to arm it on the ground. I mean, I always arm it whenever I'm on the ground. But, like I said, not a huge deal. We'll just arm it. What we'll do is we'll set 50% on the throttles, we'll spool them up, and then we'll arm the auto throttle and then hit the toga button, which is what? That screw, okay. We'll go nose to the left here.
Release parking brakes, please.
Let's do that for them. Oh, we'll get the pedals.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
And we'll get the
Start at
packs
will.
off. And let's go ahead and start up engine number 2, I believe, on the Max. And then introduce fuel, I believe, after it says motoring or once it says motoring. I always forget. I think once it says motoring, you introduce fuel. So go ahead and hit fuel. Get outside for these beautiful engine start sounds. That is beautiful. Mexican says after. I don't know. I've only ever done before. I mean, it doesn't. Again, I don't have a type rating. It doesn't ever make me. It doesn't necessarily make me right, but I've just never heard anybody do it
Please set parking brakes.
after. But again,
Waiting your confirmation
doesn't
for a
necessarily
good
mean you
engine
guys are
start.
wrong. I could have heard wrong.
We have a good engine start.
Dude, I wish
Unlocking gear.
Limp says they don't evenly engage just in this thing for some reason, Limp, or like any auto throttle. The only thing I was thinking too is I wish I think the flap setting is a little wrong. I wish there was like a better calibration system for like the flaps and the speed brakes and stuff, because like my flap settings I always have to like, it never, like if I put it on flaps 5 it never actually like goes to flaps 5. It's weird. So we'll see. Just in the max? Okay, we'll see. Motoring. What a great engine start sound, though. Oh my gosh. I love the way those blades look, too. I love the silver insides.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Absolutely beautiful engine start sounds here with the 737 MAX, as always, from Mr. Boris. Alright, we got the starter cut out. Let's go to flaps 5. Let's see, I'll set it in my hardware. I'll see what I have to do. Yeah, see, it goes like flaps 10, but if I like touch it forward a little bit more, it goes to flaps 5. So, flaps 5, auto brake RTO, APU. Well, let's get the engine gens on first, I guess. APU bleed come off. We can go ahead and flick these bad boys the way they need to be. We'll just put everything on auto. Yaw damper can come on. APU coming all the way off. We'll go taxi lights on, and we'll get the runway turnoffs on as well. Why not? And probe heats can come to on. And I believe we're pretty much ready to rock and roll here, guys. Let's boogie. Like I said, pretty quick taxi on over. Just an it's just an all-around good plane, and it's very optimized. Yeah, it definitely is. Overall, like you said, definitely a really, really good plane. You know, has some little quirks. But, I mean, definitely better than a lot of some of these other planes that we've seen come out. That should be way better than this thing. How much was this? I honestly forget how much this plane was. It's not that expensive, is it? No, it was. It was like 60. It was like 69 or 70, wasn't it? Something like that. So definitely a little bit pricey, but I think it's pretty worth it. It's pretty awesome. Definitely the best Max rendition we've ever had in the sim. Like, I remember there was one in X-Plane 11 that I used to use. Oh. With the landing lights on as we cross here. There we go. Did you switch the engine switches to continuous? No, not yet. I should do that, huh? Oh, it's ground. Can't. Oh, there we go. Alright, the 2-4 right's going to be straight ahead of us here. We're not going to even switch off the landing lights or anything like that. Let's work on the TCAS real fast here. Let's just get it to TARA. Oh, the 200, did I just start squawking? 2,000, please. Alright, guys, let's get some togas in the chat. We're going to blast out of here. That'll be a left turn out. But like I said, we're going to spool them up 50, arm the auto throttles, and then hit the toga button. We'll take it on the roll here. And toga. Looks like they're coming up evenly so far, Limp. Rotate. Let's get out of here. Holy smokes. Jeez. Pulling back quite a bit there. Not a whole lot was happening. Positive right gear's coming up outside view. Let's get LNAV, VNAV. Flaps 1. Has something to do with mine, what I'm doing. Okay. Southwest 1864, contact departure. Let's go flaps up. Hold a lime check. Oh, maybe are they up? Oh no, I went to flaps 1 right there. Not gonna lie, my bad. Those flap sounds are so good too. The biggest thing I don't like about the flaps though on the 737s, and the PMDG's the same way, is like flaps 5 looks like so much. Like it looks like there's so like they're so extended at flaps 5. And like they definitely don't need to be like looking like that. Like if you look at flaps 5 on like a real 737, it's like barely, looks like they're like barely extended. Only a 55-minute flight today. Cruising at flight level 330 on our way to Baltimore. So we want to be out or below 6,000 here. Doesn't necessarily mean 5,800 like it has us leveled off at right now, but all right, there you go. Well, whatever works for you, Limp. Who needs auto throttle anyway, right? It's for whips. Still hand flying here. We'll hand fly a little bit longer, maybe till we get to kids or so. I'm my own autopilot. Love that, Limp. Atta boy. I think probably a similar thing. We could probably turn these lights all off right after takeoff because those are just the little ones. It's the nose light and such things. The VNAV's working pretty good right now, though. Spooling up the throttles again as we climb up to 7,000, or at or above 7,000 at this next fix here, Gia. Then it'll be at or above 9 by kids, so it's going to give us a pretty good climb right through here. It's so fun and easy to hand fly that plane. Yeah, like it feels good right off the rip. Like it feels like the CRJ V2 feels now, you know. Definitely feels good to hand fly. So easy to interview auto throttle. That's the appeal of the 737 over the Airbus for me. That's fair. I mean, I like hand flying the Airbus too, definitely. I don't know, man. I really don't have a side with the Airbus and the 7.3. Like, I definitely see the advantages and disadvantages to both, and it'd be really, really cool to fly either one of them in my career. All right, through 10,000, let's get our lights off. And seatbelt signs can stay on and all that good stuff. Logo lights can stay off. Let me see, what did I have going on with my lights here? Wing lights can come off. Oh, wait. Let's come off. There we go. Yeah, I really don't have a side. I think I like the Max series like better than the Neo series though, because I just think I like that there's more differences. Like I love these big like 737 MAX screens and like the engines and the way that they look and stuff like that too. Like I like the Neo series, but like it's basically just the same Airbus with like different engines. Like the 737 MAX like doesn't even feel like the same plane sometimes. One to go, and we're gonna go all the way up to flight level 330 here. Yeah, you know what? This is actually, I didn't even realize this. This plane must fly pretty realistically because I'm literally flying it right now how I do in real life. Like, I have both my hands, like, I don't know, I can't really explain how I do it. Like, I have the honeycomb throttle, and I just put, like, both my hands, like, rest them on the middle portion of the yoke, and just kind of, like, almost turn it with, like, my pinkies, like, just, like, the outside of, like, my hands. Yeah, I guess that means it must fly pretty realistic. Yeah, I think that's the only plane actually I've ever really done that with, now that I think about it. The Pratt & Whitney whale noises, yeah, they're pretty sweet, dude. I was going to try to take a video yesterday. JetBlue was taxiing by us in Pittsburgh, and we were out on the ramp, and I was just like, dude, it was making all kinds of noise. That it was a 220. And it was making all kinds of noise, bro, and I want to take a video of it, but I forgot. Beautiful departure, though. Beautiful airplane. I mean, look at this thing. Jeesh. Golly. I find that I'm flying like 3, 4, 5 legs before I should probably go put the autopilot on. Do you fly the whole flight hand flown? 18,000. We've been flying in Europe too much, dude. I forgot about 18,000. I'm not gonna lie. We might honestly make our cruising altitude flight level 290 because that's kind of the that's that only like altitude restriction at Lundy, and 330 might just be a little bit aggressive anyways. So we'll just stop at 290, and again, also there's no reason to really keep going. You know, if it's smooth up here, it looks smooth enough right now, I guess. Limp is built different. He's a true Boeing pilot. Yeah, that is spoken like a true Boeing pilot, dude. I'll just hand fly it the whole way. So this is, I really wanted to sneak in this stream today. I did just go to church and I came back and I was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna have time to stream. But then once church got out, I was like, I do have time. So we're sneaking in this stream. This is gonna be my last stream for like, I don't think I'm gonna be back up here until like August 4th, I wanna say, like something like that. So it's gonna be my last stream probably for like a couple weeks here. So I definitely wanted to get this done, but I've got some reels to post and stuff like that to hopefully keep everybody happy until then. And I need to get a laptop or something so that I can work on like editing true videos and stuff whenever I leave. I have an iPad that I use for like my flight training that I don't really use anymore that I'm thinking about selling. But like how much, let me look up like how much would like a 9th generation iPad sell for. Also, do you guys know anything about selling like electronics like that? Like if I sold it on like if I sold that on like eBay or something, like what would I have to do to sell it? Like do I have to like wipe it completely of everything? August 4th, that's great, that's my birthday. Let's go, Limp. We'll do a little birthday stream for Limp. I don't know, I've never been on eBay before. I'm not sure how the internet works. Okay, dude. August 9th, Team Leo. Let's go, Quill. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How do magnets even work? August 1. All right, spooled up. Dang, we got a lot of... Are you guys all August birthdays in here? That's crazy. Sounds like we're reaching our cruising altitude. Get our seatbelt signs off for just a little bit here. Oh, we could definitely get those off continuous at this point. And how far do I have till top of descent? Exactly 100 miles just about, so that's pretty awesome. The birthday boys, look at you guys. Not for me, the older I get, the less I care. Nice, dude. Spoken like a true veteran of birthdays, bro. Bro's a birthday vet. Bro's been there, done that. Verse of the day today, Romans 8:18. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Peter wrote Romans, or was it? It might have been Paul. Peter or Paul wrote Romans. Let's go to Enduring Word here real fast. Let's take a look at Romans chapter 8. Of Paul's letter to the okay, so it's Paul. Verse 18. Paul says, I consider the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. This is the analysis of the present suffering and our future glory, and they cannot be compared to one another. And Paul went through some pretty rough stuff in his life as a disciple of Jesus. Woo, big old bank up here. That cruise. It's probably... That's why we limit that, so we don't do 30 degrees at night cruising altitude. There's no reason for that. Anyway, Paul went through some pretty rough stuff. So, and even him, you know, he's able to say, for I consider the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared. Paul was not ignorant or blind to sufferings of human existence, right? Because that's true. We all go through our own stuff. We all have our demons. We all have our battles. As he experienced more of them than many of us today, a lot of persecution for Paul, yet he still considered the future glory of heaven far outweighed the current and present sufferings that he was in. And then the glory which shall be revealed in us. Without a heavenly hope, Paul considered the Christian life foolish and tragic, yet in light of eternity. Yeah, so it's the best and wisest choice anybody can make. So what he's saying there is, like, you know, this life that we live is pretty silly without faith in Jesus, right? But like, when we have faith in Jesus, when we like that changes everything about the Christian life, is whenever we have faith in Jesus. Until then, it's like, what am I suffering for? Why am I, you know, what is life? What am I doing? But once you realize, you know, about Jesus and about your faith in him and everything that he did for you on the cross, it's like, okay, this is the best choice that I can make, is following him. And yeah, but without it, it's tragic and it's hard. And then finally, revealed in us, the coming glory will not only be revealed to us, but actually revealed in us. God has put this glory into the believer right now in heaven, and the glory will simply be revealed. So we already have the glory of heaven in us as believers in Christ, but in heaven it'll just actually be more revealed, because it's already in there. It doesn't need to be created. It's just already there. So it's our verse of the day. Spooled up, so just got to watch the Thoroughbreds run at Saratoga. Then the peeps are coming back to my house. My wife got the PAP 3 from Windwing. Ooh, dude, that's awesome. W wife, bro. Let's get some W spooled up wifes in the chat, bro. That's crazy. Ah, the beautiful Boeing. All I have to do for top of descent. Look at that. We're ready right now. We're ready for our top of descent. Bottom altitude on the on the star for us is 4,000. So we're ready for our descent basically now. All we have to do is this as well. Go flaps 40 and 111.7, 335 on that guy there, and then 111.7 for the ILS, and we're ready. Look at that. The beauty of Boeing right there. Oh my gosh. The beauty of Boeing. Yeah, I really need to get some wind wing stuff, dude. I'm really looking forward to all that. All right, we're coming up on our top of descent here, guys. I am, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, I'm leaving, like, going home after this too, so I got to, I'm gonna have to start packing up a little bit, and maybe even getting dressed for work. So give me a second, guys, and I'll be right back, probably once we start kind of descending here. Well, I'll make sure we actually do start descending too, because that has been an issue in the past with this plane. We'll be back here in just a minute. Yeah, please do spool it up. Definitely want to see what you're working with, man. All right, descent's looking good. We did start descending again, which is half the battle in this plane sometimes. Probably do auto brake 2. And just keep monitoring the descent. All right, guys, coming through 10,000. Let's get our lights on. What do we got here? We got limp. It's the current weather at Baltimore. 10 miles visibility. Broken 4,700 VFR, so we're still doing 2984 on the altimeter. Golly. Low pressure over here. JVR, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Limp's just trying to be the best co-pilot he can be. Limp, you're a great co-pilot, man. Thank you. All right, let's let it keep doing its thing. We'll get some speed brake coming out here so we can slow down as we're about to start another descent down to 4,000 feet. Let's set, what's it at 2,400? Let's set 2,400, which is our glide slope intercept. And let's see if we can get down. Let's just go heading select. Is that our glide slope intercept actually? I'm not sure. Glide slope intercept's 1,500 at Graphy. It's probably supposed to be giraffe or something stupid. Let's go like a 2... And let's see, if we can do 2,000, we can be in between that fix and that fix. I'll take the speed, we'll get it down below, we'll go 200 knots on the speed for now. Put the speed brake away. A little bit of rain out here right now. Let's go like 220 on the heading is fine. Get inside this fix right here. Honestly, our airspeed's fine for now too. We'll level off and kind of figure that out. And again, we're not messing around when we get on the ground here. We got to taxi into the gate and get out of here. We'll see how the runways are looking here in Baltimore. They've been this airport's historically terrible, and we usually try to avoid this airport like the plague. But I wanted to give it another shot today. Had to live in Baltimore when I was a kid and they forgot about me and left me in a room for like 6 hours. Wait, what? What room? Oh shoot, let's arm approach mode and get a turn inbound. Oh geez, it's capturing the localizer. This is on me, I'm not gonna lie here. We'll see about this one. I don't know how well it's gonna capture this. Let's go flaps to 5. Start slowing this speed down a little bit. It's definitely gonna come through the localizer, which is, like I said, that's on me. That was a terrible. Let's see what it does though. I'm curious. I mean, it says it has both. It has localizer and glide slope, so we'll see what it does here. Definitely interested to see. Let's bug this down to our flaps 5 speed. Let's go to flaps 10. Airport jail? Jeez. Did they go on like a whole flight without you? You're like Kevin from Home Alone. 2600 is our final approach fix, or our misapproach altitude, I should say. Looks like it has Single channels in yellow, you're good to go. Yeah, well, it's just that I don't know. That's crazy that it actually kept all that. Let's go ahead and go gear down. Let's go flaps to 15. What flaps is it going to now? 25. All right. 135 is our ref speed. Let's go all the way to flaps 40. Arm our speed brake, and let's get the rest of our lights on. Let's get some landing rates in the chat. What are we thinking? We're all set up and configured for our landing in Baltimore. Yeah, it did really well though. I overshot the localizer and everything, and it brought it back, so that was perfect. Some of these caravans I probably wouldn't even do that. Let's go auto throttle off. And autopilot off. Let's say, guys, get some landing rates in the chat. What do we think? Ooh, shoot, let me get New Sky open. Oh no, it might be too late here.
400.
Might be too late here for New Sky. I don't know. Let's see. Runway looks good as of right now here in Baltimore. It's not a dirt strip like it usually is, so that's nice. Little low, but we're just gonna ride it out. For visual, we're all right.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
.246 says New Sky. Let that nose gear come down nice and easy. Find that center line again. And we'll get off at this, geez, next taxiway here. We'll take 246. Could be better, could be worse. Limp pretty close with his 220 there. And we'll just park straight ahead here pretty much. But first we'll get off, set the parking brake. I was closest to the actual retail price without going over. Without actually going over. See, that's the key. Oh. Just pulled my flap off. Okay, there we go. And strobes can come off. Logos can come off too. It's bright enough out here. Always use Price is Right rules. That's right. All right, flaps are up. We are all set to taxi back to the gate. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh. Oh, maybe. Did it start? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I think it is starting. We'll just take this line right here. See you in a month. Alright, dude. See you next month is appropriate, but it'll be like 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll keep in touch on the Discord for sure. Set that parking brake. Limp's rushing me to get out of here, I guess, dude. APU gens are coming on. APU bleeds coming on. Engine bleeds can come off. And seatbelt signs were off that whole time. That's alright. They get the point, right? They get the idea. Good to be back in the Max for sure. That was awesome. Alright, and with the engine spooling down below 10%, we'll get the anti-collision lights off. And the wing lights can come off here as well, guys. And that is going to do it. Thank you so much for stopping by here, the impromptu stream on this beautiful Sunday. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. And like I said, guys, I'll be back probably around August 4th. We'll see. But I really appreciate all you guys being here. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.